April 16th, 1963. My dear fellow clergymen, while confined here in the Birmingham City Jail, I came across your recent statement calling my present activities unwise and untimely. Seldom do I pause to answer criticism of my work and ideas. So we actually learn a lot about this letter and its context just from these first sentences.
Right. First, we know when it was written, 1963.
And it's addressed to my dear fellow clergymen, which tells you that both the writer and the audience of readers are clergymen.
Yeah, he's writing to his peers, essentially, which gives us some context. We know that the tone and the content of his letter are meant for others in his same profession.
And he also establishes the setting in the very first line, confined here in the Birmingham City Jail. I have to admit, once I read that, I had some questions. Like, how is he writing this? There weren't computers or email. Is he using pencil and paper? Would they have given him a typewriter? Is he dictating to someone?
It definitely forces you to consider the circumstances, and it makes the letter seem even more serious, more urgent. This is so important that even from jail, he will find a way to communicate.
And he says, seldom do I pause to answer criticism. We know he was a controversial figure who was probably swamped with criticism, so why answer now?
The complaint is that his activities are unwise and untimely. We don't know what those activities are exactly, but we can infer that they probably have to do with the civil rights movement.
And the activities have landed him in jail, so he's really writing from a place of deep involvement.
And he goes on, if I sought to answer all the criticisms across my desk, my secretaries would have little time for anything other than such correspondence in the course of the day, and I would have no time for constructive work. But since I feel that you are men of genuine goodwill and that your criticisms are sincerely set forth, I want to try to answer your statement in what I hope will be patient and reasonable terms. So, okay, we were right. He is flooded with criticism.
And he's quick to point out that he's a very busy person with secretaries, plural, who would be busy all day, we assume, taking dictation in reply to all the criticisms.
He says he would have no time for constructive work if he answered all of his critics, so responding to complaints is usually not worth his time and effort.
That would make this a special exception.
I like the way he says he's answering in what he hopes will be patient and reasonable terms. This sounds like a parallel response to their complaint.
That's true, because they say he's unwise and untimely, so then he says, I will be patient and reasonable with you.
And his tone reflects those qualities. The language sounds serious and formal, but also civil.
He acknowledges that they're men of genuine goodwill, and that their criticisms are sincere. So it's clear he's not seeing these fellow clergymen as his enemies. He's addressing them with respect.